Now let's talk about our NFL Week 10 best bets for the weekend.
Yes.
Because we got some of those as well. I'm going to let you go ahead and lead it off here.
Okay, I've got Tyrone Tracy over 74.5 rushing yards. This is minus 114 on FanDuel. We talked about him in the starts as well, but he faces a Panthers defense that gave up 155 to Kamara. I think Tracy has a big day over in Germany in the morning game.
I like that too, because you get a little morning sweat, play some action and kind of sweat over, man, is he going to hit this? I like that. I'm going to go with George Kittle. As Nick Fortune, a friend of ours, a big fan of the 49ers, would say, George fucking Kittle, over 55.5 receiving yards. That's on DK at minus 120. Look, Travis Kelce just torched the Bucs defense. He had 14 catches, 100 yards. Now it's Kittle's turn. Kittle, I think he's had a better year. I don't think he has. He has had a better year than Travis. He's been more consistent. I think he's going to have a huge game here. I also like K. Dotton to have a good game against the 49ers. So I don't mind parlaying Kittle and Otten over their yardage. So I would parlay those two together. Or if you want to take K. Dotton's receptions instead, I like that as well. Little bonus bet thrown in there.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I've also got Jared Goff over 1.5 touchdowns. This is plus 110 on DraftKings. Jared Goff and the Lions offense have been performing at a high level, and he's thrown 2 or more touchdowns in 5 of the last 6 games. They're also getting Jameson Williams back from his suspension, who I think will have a pretty good game against the Texans that have allowed quarterbacks to throw 2 or more touchdowns in 2 of the last 3 games.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to give out a touchdown scoring parlay, anytime touchdown, because I can't quit them. And then I realized when I was jotting these down that I put Derrick Henry in here, and that's tonight's game.
Different Henry.
So yeah, if you're catching this tomorrow when Derrick Henry's already played, you can take the other 4 and still get good odds because Henry was the biggest favorite to do it. But anyways, Derrick Henry, Tyrone Tracy, Justin Jefferson, George Kittle, and David Montgomery. Put all those in. It's 17.5 to 1. I think they all get a touchdown. If you don't get Henry, or if you don't like the Henry one, I don't hate throwing in Gibbs either. I mean, Monty and Gibbs are pretty consistent to both get a touchdown. Now, Monty hasn't had one, I think, 2 weeks in a row now.
He's due.
He's due. Yeah, he's absolutely due. I just realized that I left that up.
Oh, great.
My bad. If you're watching on YouTube and couldn't see our faces, I apologize.
All right. And I've also got Justin Jefferson over 6.5 receptions. This is at minus 128. The Jags play a lot of man coverage. We talked about this earlier. And Justin Jefferson has been excelling at this. Not to mention when man coverage is lined up against the Vikings, Darnold he targets Jefferson 42% of the time.
That's a lot. That's a big target share. Miranda.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. I always like to lead with, I don't know if you know this, because anytime the graphic is released, I go and show you, like, look at me, look at your hubby. Tally Site tracks all picks from a lot of different organizations. Sports Gambling Podcast Network is one of them. You can find all our picks on Tally Site or on our website too, for picks against the spread, money line picks, everything like that, and for a lot of sports, not just NFL. But and they got people from ESPN. They have people from NFL Network. And I'm number 1. After 10 weeks, number 1 against the spread.
So you're going to give us an against the spread?
So I'm going to give you an against the spread 4 picks.
Nice.
Well, one of them, I guess, is a total. But 3 against the spread picks. I'm throwing all these in a parlay. I'm taking the Giants minus 6.5. This Panthers team got lucky against the Saints and won. I think the Giants cook them here. I'm taking the Vikings minus 7. They're going against Mac Jones. Brian Flores' defense against Mac Jones is going to eat him. I'm taking the Eagles minus 7. They're going against Cooper Rush. I realize Cooper Rush may be a step above Dak Prescott, actually, because Dak has sucked. But I think the Eagles win this game easily. I think this is a statement game of the Cowboys really realizing, like, yeah, we're cooked this year. And then I wanted to throw a total in here. 49ers, Bucks, over 50.5. I think there's going to be points in this game. I think these two teams can move the ball down the field. Baker has been a dog. Their defense has not been great, so I think 49ers will score 2. So I like the over. I like throwing all those together in a parlay. It's going to give you a nice payout. I believe it's like 12 to 1, 13 to 1. So throw all those together. The one I gave out last week, it pushed because, well, one leg pushed. It still won, but the one leg Patriots +3, they lost by 3. So that one pushed. But yeah, anyways, it looked pretty good. I like these ones this week. We're also going to be, I've had a couple of requests on the NFL Gambling Podcast. I used to do the look ahead lines with Moneyline Mac.
Mhm.
Some people have been requesting those, so check out our shorts. I will be posting those because I've been personally betting them selfishly and not sharing them with you, and I've hit 5 weeks in a row teasing look ahead lines. So I'm not going to be selfish anymore. I'm going to do those. So
Good.